Today is a very sad day for basically Dragon Ball fans or influencers from the anime manga world. For even though it says he passed away on March 1st, Akira Toriyama has left us. I'm not very good with speeches, and if I sound very hoarse, because I'm a little under the weather. That's the joys of working with the elderly. But I could not let this go. So for I don't know how long this is gonna be. I'm gonna do a couple world tournaments, and as you can tell with the thumbnail, some of you are going to be like, why didn't you do a Goku? Why not Goku? Those of you that don't know, Akira Toriyama has stated on record many times that his favorite character in Dragon Ball to draw, or his favorite character overall, was Piccolo. This is why Piccolo has always had him, like, keep up with the characters until, like, the Buu Saga, but then he even just got his own movie recently. Or I should say a year ago, with Dragon Ball Superhero. Actually, it's like 2 years now, isn't it? So, there's 3 Piccolos in this game, and I thought I'd do 3 tournaments with each Piccolo. The early Piccolo, the Buu Saga Piccolo, and then again, and also King Piccolo. But, we're not going to do World Tournament. We'll do Martial Arts Big Tournament, Cell Games, and then other World Tournament. So yeah. So we'll do it on normal, because again, I don't want to have to try to struggle with this game. So yeah, we're gonna do one tournament with Piccolo, and then Piccolo End, and then Demon King Piccolo. Some might say, why not do a tournament with Arali, because Arali is Akira Toriyama's, like, Dr. Slump was before Dragon Ball and all that, or Goku. But like I said, his favorite character was Piccolo, and I don't have many Piccolo videos. I got plenty of Goku videos you want to go see, but this is not about Goku or what character this is about. I actually just want to talk about Dragon Ball and other things that Akira Toriyama has done that, like, got me through my childhood and even through my teen years and whatnot. So, let's begin with Piccolo early. In the World Big Martial Arts Tournament. Why Piccolo early? Because other World Tournament, King Piccolo, I thought, and then Cell Games, Piccolo, and I don't know, just fits better. I don't know. I said, I shouldn't even be doing this because I'm not feeling good, but I had to. Wow. And I could have technically done a tournament with all 3 of them. But Junior. It's a nice Easter egg. But the thing is, I need to have 2 controllers, and basically whoever the character is on the far left would have won the tournament no matter what. So, again, I apologize for the nasalness. I apologize for the voice. I am under the weather, but I want to just talk about some things, like Akira Toriyama and all that.
I sure hope you're ready.
Dragon Ball. I, like many others, started with Dragon Ball Z, but it aired, when I saw it, it aired on Toonami back in the time. And the very first episode I saw of Dragon Ball Z was when Goku arrived on planet Namek, and he was beating up, or trying to beat up, Jason Berger. And I was like, wow, this show seems really cool. I think I'll watch it a little more. Then I watched it the next day on Toonami again. And it started at the Saiyan Saga, because this was at the time in which there was only like 40 some odd episodes dubbed for Toonami. And they would just run those episodes, and then they would just start off at the Saiyan Saga over again until Funimation took over dubbing rights for Dragon Ball. But when I first saw Dragon Ball, I was like, wow, this is really cool. This dude in this orange suit, I don't know him, he has wacky hair, but he just punched this orange guy in the face. I think that was the episode. Yeah. It was either that or it's like he beat Raccoon. It's funny, I'm going through a whole bunch of Frieza Soldier characters. And, yeah, that's what made me get into Dragon Ball. So I watched Z, all on Toonami, except for when they got to, the Buu Saga. Because, with the Buu Saga, of course, those you don't know, Dragon Ball Z released on Toonami there. And then, they released it simultaneously, mostly on like VHS, DVDs, and all that. But I was at one of my local video stores, and I saw the end of the Buu Saga on VHS. They would have three episodes on the VHS. And I saw the end of the Buu Saga, but it wasn't really the end. It was just Buu, like Kid Buu, getting beat, and I was like, oh my god, I could see this before it airs on TV. This is amazing. And I purchased that, and then I also purchased the video before that. And in fact, I have the VHS in my closet. And then, yeah, it was really cool seeing like the end of the Kid Buu Saga before it aired on TV, and just telling my friends in school, like, hey, yeah, I know how it happens. I know how it ends. But I knew about how it ended before that due to the fact that, I don't know if any of you were like me. If you remember file sharing sites such as LimeWire, BearShare, Napster, I saw, or I should say I grew up with a lot, and I mean a lot, of Dragon Ball AMVs, and I didn't know what they were until later on what the AMV stood for, Anime Music Video, I guess. And that's also because I was also a huge fan of Linkin Park, and sadly Chester passed away years ago. And I was like, wow, it's so cool seeing video clips of Dragon Ball with Linkin Park. Like, one of my favorite AMVs with Dragon Ball is, I think it's called Trunks' Paper Cut.
Once again, combine with me, we can make this world.
Just wanna
I'm happy the way I am. I have no intention on merging with you.
see this special intro, but yeah, seeing video clips of Dragon Ball, and this is also before like everyone decided to like time up the synchronization with the screaming in Linkin Park to scream with Dragon Ball. Like, I think Trunks' Paper Cut is not that great of an AMV nowadays, but it was cool to see like previews of future Trunks there before he, and like seeing the history of Trunks in that AMV before like it aired on TV, and then seeing low quality clips of, say, Goku, what do you call it, doing the Spirit Bomb to Kid Buu, and then seeing like a 40-second clip of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta using the Big Bang Kamehameha against what was Omega Shenron, but did not know it was Omega Shenron at the time, because, again, I've also learned about Dragon Ball AF, which is hilarious to this day now to think about. And basically Dragon Ball's just been a part of my life a whole lot. I still collect some of the merchandise. I still buy the games. Like, I know Kakarot just came out with like another DLC story.
If you still want to merge, that's fine. However, it'll be my personality.
Just wanted to hear the special win quote there too. But Akira Toriyama also inspired the authors. In fact, I believe they posted some of the authors of One Piece and Naruto,
Dude, it's the semifinals.
because if you didn't know, Naruto, the main character Naruto, he's based off of Goku. He is literally just Ninja Goku, and Luffy is just Pirate Goku with stretchy powers. They have like the same personality and everything. Some would say, oh, that means Sasuke was based off of Vegeta. Actually, Sasuke was based off of Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho, I believe. But, yeah, and not to mention, I never got into Dragon Quest from Akira Toriyama there. Never got into Dragon Quest.
Come on, let's see.
I heard it was alright. Chrono Trigger, on the other hand, I didn't get that game until late. Like, I got it on the PS1 re-release, which is awful, but the only cool thing about it was the anime cutscenes. And then I remember I emulated Chrono Trigger on the SNES years ago. And then when they re-released Chrono Trigger on the DS, was it? Yeah, the DS, which in my opinion is probably the best version of Chrono Trigger you can get. Unless they make a complete HD remake or something. I did not know that for the longest time that Akira Toriyama was the character designer for Chrono Trigger. I always said, like, oh wow, it's crazy that Chrono looks like Goku and Magus looks like Piccolo a little bit and all that. It wasn't until like years later someone's like, you didn't know that the guy who did Dragon Ball? I was a dumb kid at the time. And I was like, what? So he is? He designed those characters? That's crazy. Again, I apologize for the nasalness and the sore throat. But again, I watched through all Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna go through this real quick, beat Hercule, and then move on to the next tournament. Watched Dragon Ball Z growing up. I remember always getting out of... I believe Dragon Ball Z was airing during my middle school years. Some places we have elementary school, middle school, and then high school. Those of you that don't know, some just have like elementary school and then high school. But I was in middle school. And that's when Dragon Ball was on. But I remember watching it in elementary school because that's when I was hugely into Pokemon, and then I saw Dragon Ball and I was like, wow, this too, like, it has this kind of like the same look of Pokemon. By that I mean like the character faces and all that. Like anime style characters had like that triangle pointy chin face. And, oh god, damn it, Hercule. And Dragon Ball, like I said, was just a part of my childhood a lot. I remember always trying to get home to watch it. I believe it aired at either 4 or 5 p.m. on Toonami weekdays. But before that, or I should say Z aired, but then before that, Toonami started to air Dragon Ball. Like the original Dragon Ball when they were kids, and I remember that promo. Before they were heroes of the world, see how it all began with them growing up. Dragon Ball, something like that. And they started, like Toonami was basically, it started off with like one random show, like it needed to be like Batman, Samurai Jack, and then it went like Dragon Ball Z. Then it was like Gundam or something like that. Well, look at that. We won this tournament with Piccolo. Early Piccolo, so let's move on to mid Piccolo in the next tournament. Thank you. Congratulations. And, we're doing cell games. Okay, cool. This is going to be a long video, by the way. A very long video. Because I'm doing 3 tournaments. And, yeah, we'll do this one. Yeah, we'll stick with the moment. Oh, I could have had the cape. Oh well. But Dragon Ball, again, it's been a part of my life for the longest time, and it's very hard for me to get into liking something. Because growing up, I love Nickelodeon cartoons, of course. I love the Nicktoons. And then Cartoon Network had Cartoon Fridays and all that stuff.
Don't hold back.
I love those.
hate to be disappointed.
And people were like, you should really watch this, you should really watch this. Like, it really took me, it was like a hard time for me to get into things. Like, I grew up with wrestling, The Simpsons. That's why I did The Simpsons wrestling a while ago, too. And then, like, random Nickelodeon cartoons, Cartoon Network cartoons, and, of course, Pokemon, Dragon Ball. And then I started to get into more anime, too, like Yu Yu Hakusho. And, what was the other? I tried to watch Inuyasha, and then I started to watch Inuyasha, and then I was like, I just realized this is just more of like an action anime with a love story to it. Eh. Light grenade to early stages Goku. My God. Then what was I saying there? Oh, I got into Naruto because someone told me it was ninjas. I never got into Bleach, even though people keep telling me that's just Dragon Ball Z with swords. And I don't know. Maybe it's because of the something, but Dragon Ball opened my eyes to other anime. Rurouni Kenshin was another one. Wow. Of course, One Piece. What's another one there? But yeah, it was all because of Dragon Ball that got me into it. Mostly anime, unless you want to count Pokemon also, but it was Dragon Ball that got me into more like the shonen anime, like the action-orientated anime. Then, oh, Cowboy Bebop was one too. I beat the father, now I'm moving on to the son. And we might fight the father again, who's fighting Captain Ginyu. That's hilarious. A lot of, things there. Which is also crazy to think, too, if you had, like, LimeWire and all that back then, too. Getting to see Broly early, and you, like, I thought Broly was going to be, like, an episodic saga. Because the friend I had at the time was like, oh, the Broly saga looks so cool. It was a movie. It was 3 movies. And now it's like 4 movies because of Super Broly. Is there a special intro here? I think there is.
Come on, Gohan. Don't hold back.
All right.
All right. I know I'm probably just rambling on saying the same thing over again, but like I said, Dragon Ball, it's people who also, I want to say, if you think Dragon Ball's going anywhere, it's not. It's a multi-million-dollar franchise in Japan. It's one of the most popular things in Japan. And not only that, the Super Manga's still going, and you got that other show where they're kids again or something like that, Daimo or whatever, coming soon. But no anime manga franchise, if it's big, really stays dead, really ends. Oh no, you don't go hunt. And also, the Super Manga is still going. I forget the person's name who's doing it, but I rate the manga. Super Manga is really good. You get to see characters in there that probably will never show up, like Granola, Maro, a whole bunch of other characters. And it's a different take on the sagas. Like, you actually got to see the Gods of Destruction. What do you call there? Test the ring for the Tournament of Power.
You should know better than to mess with me.
Huh, no special win quote. Crazy. Do we get to fight Goku again? Oh, no, we fight Ginyu. Ginyu beat Goku on Namek and took his body.
Next is the 3rd round.
And,
I honestly didn't think I'd enjoy this.
man, growing up too, like seeing those next time on Dragon Ball Z, and seeing that one episode now, it brings me back, where it shows Goku putting Captain Ginyu's scouter on, and I thought, wait, is Goku gonna try to? And then it said, Ginyu is Goku, Goku is Ginyu. I'm like, what does that mean? And always had that cliffhanger. That's what made Dragon Ball so special, with those eye catches at the end. And I only saw a few episodes in Japanese when growing up. It wasn't until I got the DVD releases I decided to rewatch the entire series. in Japanese with subtitles on, just to see how different it was. And then I decided to watch it in English with the Japanese subtitles on to see. And there's not much difference if you go back and watch it. Like, they tried to, you know, dub it the best they could. But when it comes to dubbing anime, there's never going to be a one-to-one dub of any anime due to the fact of the lip flaps and everything. So they have to still tell the story and get some points across. And granted, they throw in a couple jokes here. The old, they're off-screen watching them, talking to them. Captain Ginyu, stop. But if you think Dragon Ball's gonna not survive it, it always goes on like a hiatus, then comes back, and then another hiatus, and comes back. And the super manga's still going in, or as of this recording, which is being recorded the day this video goes up at, like, I woke up today, saw the news that Akira Toriyama passed away.
Now the semifinals.
And let's just take on Salsa here. It's funny, we're now facing a character that Piccolo in one movie has the biggest kill count in. Again, I apologize for the sniffles. I apologize for the sore throat. The joys of working with the elderly. But like I said, I could not talk about Akira Toriyama. He also influenced a lot of other people that made me get into a lot of other things like flash animation, sprite animations.
I sure hope you're ready.
Super Mario Bros. Z growing up was one of my favorite things to watch. Granted, that came out actually... but a lot of people were inspired on new grounds to do flash and sprite animations with Dragon Ball characters and all that. And it was really cool seeing that and then seeing crossover sprite animations like that. I think one of the earliest ones I saw, not sure if it's official, it was Ryu versus Krillin. It's some kind of animation, but they were blocky characters, and the only reason you could tell it was Ryu and Krillin because of the way they looked, and it was really badly animated, and apparently Ryu was able to beat Krillin after Krillin hits him with 5 destructive discs in a row on the ground. It's like stick figures, but not stick figures, but more like block figures. As I'm standing here spamming against Salsa. Take that. And it got me into that. Like Dragon Ball, a whole bunch of, just got me into a whole bunch of other things. Okay, cool. But I've now grown up and I've become like a casual anime like watcher. Like I just don't have time to watch so much anime. Some animes are only like 20 episodes long, which is nice. But then you got like the big ones. Who's messaging me at a time like this? Like Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, that go on and on for so much. And then like I said, with the Dragon Ball spoilers that I would get from the videos, I started to read the manga. Like the Naruto manga, I started to read after I realized technically the manga is just anime spoilers, just not animated. And then I remember reading the ending of Naruto, and they went on a whole year of filler before they did the ending of Naruto or something like that. And then I sometimes would be so jealous of like Japan because they would get like Battle Stadium Dawn, and I was like, oh my god, One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball all in one thing. And now we're starting to get like the Jump Stars and all that stuff, but apparently those games aren't doing too well. And yes, I do have Jump Force, and yes, I still have all the DLC, which you can't get anymore. And yes, one day I will do Jump Force.
I sure hope you're ready. At last, some quality entertainment.
Oh, the best song in the game. Don't worry, we got one more tournament to go. And that's with King Piccolo. And so it is really sad to see that Akira Toriyama passed away. some kind of blood clot in his brain or something, which I'm like, my god. And it's sucks, especially for somebody, like I said, I work with the elderly. We have somebody at the place I work that's 104 years old. 104. And seeing like these actors and influencers and all that, like Akira Toriyama, only 68 years old. 68? And like that's crazy to think. Like how some people live on this earth. Wow, Cell's just demolishing me right now. Live on this earth for outrageous amounts of times, but then some have like their lives cut short due to like some kind of illness or some kind of like freak accident. So that's why I'm a little like dumbfounded, because I thought, oh my god, he's going to super perfect. Like I thought Akira Toriyama was a little older than that, but no. And I've always said the 2 days or like couple days, oh crap, my god. The days that will make me extremely sad in this world was when Akira Toriyama goes, when Stone Cold Steve Austin's time finally comes, and when Shigeru Miyamoto leaves us, which sadly one of those days has come. Let's hit him with the special beam. Okay, Cell, just thank you. Simple key blast. And yeah, because that was kind of, and also you could probably throw in Matt Groening in there too, or at least the voice of Homer Simpson. Because again, the pauses is me coughing off screen. Because the voice of Homer Simpson is what really got me into doing like silly voices. So we're gonna do one more tournament here. Maybe I'll do another tournament with a rally, just because, you know, that's a rally. But then that means I would have to do one with Goku. We're just gonna stick with doing it with just Piccolos. You know what? Screw it. Let's just do a tournament every. Let's do all the tournaments. Nah, wait. Can't do the Yamcha games because Yamcha games would be too random. I'd have to keep backing in and out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this long form video. Right now it's, I would say it's less than a half hour because I was actually practicing. Right off the bat, Demon King Piccolo versus Demon King Deborah. Actually, I think it's pronounced Deborah. But let's see, I think there's a special intro between these two because they're both Demon Kings. And I know Deborah has a special intro with Spike. I think he has a special intro with Demon King Piccolo. Let's see. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Are you ready to see how truly awful King Piccolo can be? Big talk, but do you have what it takes?
No, sadly, no special dialogue, but it's kind of crazy to think that King Piccolo starts off with 3 bars of ki, which is the same that Deborah starts off with, because Deborah has been stated to be just as strong or even stronger than Cell. I remember when I saw the trailer to this game and it showed that drum attack, and I was like, oh my god, drum's playable, that's awesome, drum is so cool. Because, but then drum wasn't playable. But then drum is playable in, Advanced Adventure, and I believe one day I'll get to it, because I just got it in the mail, like, last year, actually. It's, Revenge of King Piccolo for the Wii, which I hear is a very underrated Dragon Ball game. It's over! I missed. Oh. I guess this stage doesn't have a planet explosive. Okay. I'm just gonna go up and punch Deborah in the face. Also blew my mind, too, growing up, that how silly, like, Dragon Ball is due to the fact that naming of characters and whatnot. Like, it's so funny to think how Akira Toriyama would name his characters. Like, all Namekians are named after woodwind instruments, I believe, or just instruments, actually. Yeah, just instruments, because Piccolo, drum, tambourine, and then, I want to know what Dende and Nail is. And Guru. Well, Kami is God, and I think Guru is just wise, something like that. So maybe it was just all of like Piccolo's underlings or related to Piccolo was named after. Yeah, they were all named after instruments, piano, and all them. And then the Namekians were all named after something else. All Saiyan names were vegetable puns, Kakarot being carrot, Raditz being radish. Everybody in the Frieza crew was named after like cold stuff.
You used us like dogs and then you heartlessly betrayed us. I'm going to collect compensation
Sorry,
for that now.
special intro.
You've got some nerve opposing me. I'll give you a full taste of my terror.
It took me a while to realize what Shu, Mai, and Pilaf was. Pilaf is rice pilaf. Shu, Mai. Stuff that goes on it. And then it just got... Some of them I still don't remember. Like, I think Gohan? Gohan is like a form of rice, maybe, I think? It's just funny learning all of them. And then, like, Beerus is beer, Whis is wine. Like, the way he would go with these naming puns. Heck, even recently, we got a... I think he's a Saiyan, right? I want to say he was a Saiyan. Granola! Granola! Is named after granola! I think one of my favorite ones, though, that blew my mind was a kid. Was... Hold on.
Fool! If you hadn't opposed me, I would have spared your life.
Just wanted to hit special intro there. Or outro. The one that blew my mind as a kid was, Bobbity, at the time, has a father named Bibbidi, who has a monster named Boo. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. I was like, what? What? That's so stupid, but funny and cool at the same time. Just because I saw him Hercule, I believe actually his name is Mr. Satan, but I think they used in the English dub Hercule because he kind of looks like Hercules. But I believe he's Mr. Satan, but also it's like Aku, something like that, which is an anagram for Akuma. Just like Videl is an anagram of devil, I believe, anagram. I think that's right. Or if you rearrange the letters, it spells devil.
Oh, you're just in time, because I want to play.
I think that's the word. I don't know. I'm freaking stupid, okay? Best song in the game. So, oh god. I originally was gonna do a Mugen playthrough with Piccolo and Chrono, but I did not want to interrupt Season 17 as it's going right now with Mugen, because we're almost done that. Like the Ken video, there's Ken video spoilers that's going up tomorrow. And then I got... And I'm gonna spoil it right now. There's 5 bonus characters already for the Season 17. I'm not gonna say who they are. But I just wanted to remember Dragon Ball, and I know a lot of people have been wanting me to bring back Budokai Tenkaichi 3 stuff, and I'll say yes, I've mentioned this before, I've seen these sparking Neo trailers, and I am excited for it, and I'm glad they're actually having some super characters that haven't been in games yet, like, well, can't say they haven't been in games, like the Wolf Brothers I think I saw, but they still haven't given us a release date. That's the only thing I'm disappointed about. They showed gameplay, which looks amazing, showing all those transformations, but... Oh crap, I forgot circles to block. I might lose this one. Figures I run into Hururikan, who, what do you call that? Who I can't hurt due to the fact that he's a big character, but might as well just spam that.
King Piccolo accepts no substitutes.
Does that mean I move on to the next tournament with the same amount of health, or the next fight? Who's the next fight? Hopefully it's not someone like her. Okay. Wow. Salsa again? That's hilarious. That's hilarious because we beat Salsa, I believe. Was it the last tournament? Yeah, with Piccolo in the semifinals. What was I talking about? I can't recall. Oh yeah, the Mugen thing. I was gonna do like a Piccolo and Chrono or Frog playthrough because everybody's gonna be talking about Dragon Ball, and Akira Toriyama also helped with Chrono Trigger, Dragon Quest, and other things too. But I was like, I might as well just bring this Tenkaichi 3 thing back. Tell you my life with Dragon Ball and other works by Akira Toriyama. Then I started rambling on about other things. But it is very sad. Like I said, so young. Not really so young, but young compared to what I work with. And so far, like, from 2023 to 2024 has been... It's funny because 2021 and 2022 were some of the best years of my life so far. Because with 2022, I got to go to WrestleMania 38, which I thought I'd never get to go to WrestleMania in my life. And in 2021, I actually got to do something with someone I had a huge, long-time crush on. And granted, things didn't work out, which is fine, but let's just say I got to do the things I wanted to do finally after having a huge crush on them for so long. It's funny, I'm an adult and I still get crushes. But then it's like we get to 2023 and 2024. 2023 kind of sucks because I got to a huge depression, and then a couple of my favorite things, like things in my collection. Scott Hall passed away in 2022. But, Bray Wyatt passes away. And then a lot more wrestlers were starting to pass away that I kind of knew. And it hasn't been a good time mentally for me. And those of you who watch my content and say that you enjoy it and all that, I appreciate that so much. You have no idea how much that helps me when I see, like, especially like Jacob Smallwood, even though he just keeps saying amazing, cool, thank you. Shoutouts to him on my Mugen videos. You have no idea how it, like, kind of, I look at that and I'm like, at least somebody likes it. At least somebody likes the stuff I put up on YouTube as this fun little hobby of mine. And then other people who comment too and try to have conversation with me, and I reply late because I work like wacky hours. I work like a 5 to 1 shift or 6 to 2, and then so now I do like a 9 to 6. But like I said, I'm out with illness right now. And then, like, again, I'm sorry for turning this about me. But we'll now talk more about Akira Toriyama. He also kind of inspired me to also, like, always like, you don't always have to be upbeat and all that, but you can always look at the bright side of things. Like, that's what I loved about Goku. Even though Goku always strived to be the best at fighting, and he enjoyed fighting, but each character kind of made me realize things, like Goku striving to be the best, and Vegeta, Piccolo, like, there's always times to change your ways. Same thing with Vegeta, that too. Oh, crud. Hyper-tornado. Oh, just punched him out of the hyper-tornado. Like even if you're down and out, give it your best. Don't give up even when you know the situation at hand is a lot tougher and a lot more dire straits. And there's a part of me that wishes I could get the Dragon Balls and use one of my wishes or the main wish to just bring Akira Toriyama back and just be like, hey man, I got nothing. Like I said, I'm not really good and I'm kind of getting choked up right now. Like I said, I'm under the weather and I'm trying to fight Pycon here at the same time. But it sucks that like also a lot of Dragon Ball people are leaving us. Like the voice actress for Bulma years ago, Chris Aries, I believe that's how you say his name, who was the voice actor for Frieza and Kai, and Raging Blast 2 and onward, until I think Fighters he was the voice of Frieza. But yeah, it's just sad, but again, you gotta keep going. I'm not gonna do it with the tournament. Like I said, I'm only doing it with the 3 Piccolos. Akira Toriyama's favorite character in the series. Again, I would probably do it with Arali, maybe Goku. More likely Arali, but we already did 3 tournaments, and this is already like an hour video. And again, I apologize for the sniffles. In closing, I just want to say, Akira Toriyama, thank you for making my childhood and my early teen years so great. Thanks for the memories. And thank you for inspiring many other authors, creators out there with your work. I really hope you I'm sorry. Just rest in peace. And I hope they do justice to your series. Maybe they will end it, maybe they won't. I don't know, but thank you so much, Akira Toriyama. Rest in peace. My name's Clinkeroith. I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for watching.